A lot of people think, especially in the West, and I don't blame them because it's a limitation in the English language. A lot of people think that worship is limited to just praying, to just fasting, to just making dua. But worship is far, far deeper than that. In the West, worship is between you and God. But in Islam, worship takes over every aspect of your life. What worship means is anything you love the most, anything you obey the most, anything you rely upon the most, anything you get angry for the most, any emotion you can think of, the most is the thing that you've taken as worship. So for example, is there not people out there that love money so much to the point where it controls their entire life? Is there not people that every single day they wake up, all they think about is how they're going to make the next million, how they're going to become billionaires? Is that not the case? That person from an Islamic perspective has taken money as worship. It's their God. Money is their God. Is there not people out there that rely upon alcohol to have a good time, for example? We know people that they cannot have a good time unless they go to the pub and they have a few drinks. So for these people, alcohol is their God. Also, we move on to obedience. Allah says in the Quran, have you not seen the one who takes his own desires as his God? Why does Allah say God? Because this person who takes their own self as God is the person who basically desires something and they go for it, they obey it. They desire to go drink alcohol, they'll go drink alcohol. They desire to go gamble, they go gamble. Anything they desire, they just act upon it. That is their God. That's the biggest God of today, by the way. How can I get as many followers on TikTok? How can I have as much fun as I want? How can I, entertain myself? It's all about pleasure nowadays. This is the biggest God of society today. Back then it was the idols. Now the idol of today is the nafs, it's the desires. And when Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ, that He's only created us to worship Him, what Allah is saying, that instead of loving alcohol or loving money or doing anything for anything other than Allah, you love Allah the most. You obey Allah the most. You rely upon Allah the most. All acts of worship turn to Allah. And what does that do? It frees you. It liberates you. What would you rather? Would you rather love Allah the most? Or would you rather love money the most? Wallah al-Azim, if you get an illness and you have billions, wallahi, you'd spend billions to fix that illness.